Hello everyone. So let's start with the log files. What are log files? Why are they used for? So logging is means of tracking events that happens when some software runs. The software developers add logging calls to their codes to indicate that certain events have occurred. Events also have an importance which the developer ascribes to the event. The importance can also be called the level or severity. The logging provides a set of convenience functions for simple logging uses. These are debug, info, warning, error, critical. So these are the few types of functions which can be called upon for loggings. Now, these are the levels. How and when are we going to use it? It depends completely on its severity. The default level is warning, which means that only events of these levels and above will be tracked unless the logging package is configured to do otherwise. So let's see when it's used. So for the level of debug, detailed information typically of interest only when diagnosing problems. It is used only when diagnosing problems. Info, that confirmation that things are working as expected. For warning levels, it is used an indication as an indication that sometimes unexpected happened or indicative of some problems in the near future, as in the disk space is low, the software is still working as expected. So these can be the warnings. When do we have error level? It is due to a more serious problem. A software has not been able to perform some functions. Which is a critical level of log file, where a serious error indicating that the program itself may be unable to continue running. So how do we do it is, as we have just created one log file.py where I have imported logging. So logging is basically a module which is been imported. So what all will happen here? We have mentioned it as logging dot the basic configuration, that is the file name. Okay, I've mentioned it that you have to log in. Where are you going to log all the problems, all the errors which have been occurred or debugs which have been occurred will be into an example.log file, which is created over here. And the level of logging is simple debug. So the level is also has to be mentioned. Now in this logging debug, I have said that whenever a debug type of error occurs, this message should go to the log file. Okay, this particular sentence has to be shown up, or the logging info should be like so should this, uh, or the warning is and this too. So these are few of the sentences which are to be informed, let's say, whenever a debug uh, or a warning is raised up. You can also see that in this particular section where a log file is created. So during the examples, few debugs were created by us through the log files where the debug root. Okay, so that is how it actually displays all the messages as info, warning. So how many times is the log file executed? According to that, the example.log will have the errors. Here the root causes also appears. Thank you.